Hey there, modern math teacher. Welcome back to another episode of Poolside PD. This episode is brought to you by questions that I've been getting from a lot of listeners and members in the Facebook group. Questions along the lines of, Kristen, I'm really excited about this project, but I'm not sure that I'm ready to try a full PBL. Or, Kristen, what's your take on building thinking classrooms? Is it just a new wave? Are we going to, is it worth my time investing in? Or should I just kind of keep sticking to the status quo? It seems to be working well enough for now. Okay. So if you've ever had questions like that, like, should I try this? Am I ready to try this? This episode is for you. Today, we're talking about signs that you are ready to teach differently. Okay. So let's imagine this. Do you ever find yourself standing in the front of the room and all you hear are crickets? Or worse, you're hearing the scrolling, the side chatter, and you're seeing zero engagement from your students. My friends, you are not alone. And no, I promise you, it doesn't mean that you are a bad teacher. It just means that you have outgrown your old way of teaching. And that is a sign of something good and exciting. So let's get to it. What are the symptoms? How do you know? Okay. There's a couple of real red flags that you want to think about. Are you leaving work feeling discouraged and depleted at the end of basically every day? Wondering, like, how can I even continue in this profession? Or are your students completely checked out and disengaged, even when you know you really tried to plan a really kick butt lesson for your students? Okay. Or maybe you are just getting just silence and stares or people looking down when you want discussion. Or maybe it's complete chaos when all you want is calm in your classroom. Okay. Or in today's classrooms, their phones are out, their TikToks are playing, their side conversations. No one's listening to you. These, my friend, are not just discipline issues. They are disconnection issues. And therein lies your problem because connection is the key to engagement. So I knew right away that something had to shift in my teaching. When I first started, I was teaching students who needed to pass my class to graduate. They weren't necessarily bad at math, but they just hadn't experienced math as something that mattered to them. And so they weren't trying their best. They hadn't experienced success in a way that I wanted them to. I knew that if I was going to reach them, I needed to do something different. I needed their trust. I needed their buy in, that they could do hard things, that I could help them get there. Okay. So I knew this wasn't just something that I could repeat from what we learned in our teacher ed courses, right? Our teacher prep programs. This was going to require some shifting in my approach and honestly in my teaching mindset. So remember, you guys, you are not just teaching your students and you're not just teaching the standards. You're teaching both. And what I need for you to do is to connect them. Okay. When we act like content lives in this vacuum of math, we miss the opportunity to make it stick. When we design lessons that connect real students to real content, that's where the transformation begins. That's when your students start to feel seen, and that's when the engagement turns into ownership. So, if you're feeling this way, you're not broken and you're ready for something new. You do not need a new curriculum. You do not need to work harder. You just need to consider a new approach, one that connects students and content in ways that feel real and relevant, while, of course, maintaining the rigor that we expect. And spoiler alert, that is exactly what we do in the Modern Math Teacher membership. It's built to support you with just this. And you can find more info on this linked in the show notes. Doors will be opening to the completely revamped Modern Math Teacher membership real soon. Okay, you guys? So let's do a quick recap on this. Some signs that you are ready to teach differently: discouragement, silence, disengagement. These are signals to you. They are not failures, okay? Just signals and signs. You're ready to teach differently when you know that there's more to math class than notes and worksheets. If you're asking me, Kristen, what do you think about this? You, my friend, are ready to try. And you don't have to figure it out alone. That's what I'm here for. That's what the modern math teacher movement was inspired and founded on. Okay. So if this episode hit home for you, I would love for you to tell me, what is the number one thing that you want to shift in your classroom for next year? DM me on Instagram. I'm at More Than Just X, or share your thoughts again in our Facebook group. That's what that group is there for. I would love to hear your story. All right, you guys, that's it for this episode of Poolside PD. Until next time, keep looking for those signals. Keep reminding yourself that these are just signs you're ready for something bigger and better. And as always, keep it real.